It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, starting at verse 1, and it reads, "The burden of Egypt, meaning the vision. Behold, the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai rideth upon a swift cloud, the chariot, and shall come into Egypt, which America, aka Babylon the Great, is the modern day Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it." It's on the word idol.
Strong's H457. Eliel.
It says of not good for nothing, worthless, which is the philosophies, veins, opinions, all the things that are going to get you destroyed, and not focusing on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, because this place pretty much is set on folly. Everything that doesn't matter is what's uplifted in this place. It says of physicians, a shepherd, a divination, it says of false gods. It says, and the heart or the mind of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And when you go to that word, Slovakia, Shaitan Winston. Says, shall melt, to dissolve, the word.
Strong's H4549. Masass.
Says to dissolve, to waste away, to melt, vanish, drop off, melt away, to faint, grow fearful, wasted, worthless, participle, to cause to melt. And the heart or the mind of this place shall melt, because they don't have the answers, especially with those chariots, the glowing orbs. They're trying to hold on to the control of the narrative. They want to have the main talking point, and that's why they coming after. I read well, I didn't read the article. I read the title of the article. It said DJT is basically signing orders to pretty much send foreign students that are pro-Palestinian back. What the fuck? So, if you can't see, if the Lord got you blinded to the point, or you don't have opinion, if you can't see or you choose not to pick a side, because not picking a side is picking a side still. The Lord I was listening to the fiery brother, I can't say no names, but the fiery brother, the mighty, that brother say, the brother say, the Lord go pull y'all scaps back. The Lord about to come with a lot of killing. That first thing I saw when that incident happened on January 1st in New Orleans, I titled my lesson Judgment. The year started off with judgment. So this is going to be a year of great judgment. Verse 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. The modern day Egyptian is the Babylonian, or the Red Hebrew Edomite, the so-called American. And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. The scriptures talk about race wars. The scriptures talk about the Egyptian versus Egyptian. You can see this being, pretty much orchestrated right before your eyes, because you got a lot of individuals that believe DJ Trump was going to pretty much come and save the day. But in actuality, I was watching this particular individual. He went into a wrestling term called a heel, which makes a lot of sense. Because if you've ever did a about face, if you've ever did marching, did any ROTC, any shit like that, when they be doing their little cadence marching and shit, or to do a back face, you do it on the back of your heel. So you change direction off of that. So he's appearing one way, but he gonna turn and change that heel on you. Well, brothers of the truth, those that's beginning the eye salve, and their families, those that, the hopeful elect, the ones that can see, we already know what he is, and we rooting for him just because we know the Lord has set this man up to bring in and bring forth prophecy. Verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards, because this place is founded on witchcraft and sorcery. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, G.J. Trump, and her fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai of hosts. I want to start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to Allah Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Hakodash. I want to say double honors to the elders, to the apostles that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four quarters of the earth, pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and the Akwat out there listening and learning. Lord, willingly this is edified. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations appear like the other nations, subscribe to this truth to you. I say Shalom. It's Brother Yawsop coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit, through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. This lesson is inspired based on an article. It's been in the news. The man is not slowing down, but it seems like he's getting more invigorated. Let's go. You know what I mean? And then even with the whole, social services like the food stamps and the Medicaid and all the social programs, literally, like, okay, it might have been stopped or put on pause, but I think it said to the 3rd of February. Again, this is about to show you a lot because the shit he doing, they keep on talking about is unconstitutional, yet and still he's doing it. Why do you think that is? What do he know that y'all don't? The White House is offering federal workers who don't want to return to the office a buyout package to resign by February 6th as part of an effort to purge the federal workforce and replace them with loyalists. Now, ultimately, my opinion, just speaking as a man, because of course, they got jobs for those that are actually pro-Trump. They're going to have jobs for those that's willing to go and hunt down migrants, with that HB 1484, So they got money for the infrastructure to put in that AI infrastructure of $500 million. They got money for all these things. They don't have money for you Babylonians, and especially for those. What did he say? He said he's doing cuts for wokeism, to affect wokeism. Right. So this devil's about to come down with great wrath. It says the White House is offering federal workers who don't want to return to the office a buyout package to resign by February 6th, which is like next week, right? So, so let me think about it. The 31st is today. So like the 1st is Saturday, 2nd is Saturday, 3rd is right. So he only had it stalled off for what? A week, if that? Man, that's hilarious. Since the White House issued a memo Tuesday offering to pay federal workers who don't want to return to the office through September 30th as long as they resign by February 6th. So you got to do this week or otherwise, and you'll get paid. From what I heard, they said that you get paid if you come to work or not all the way up to September 30th. Now, it's a brother I listened to that's on the West Coast, and he was saying he was going to take it or he would have took it. Because at the end of the day, this is showing you if the federal government is the largest contractor in the world. If the federal government is doing a power move like this, what future do you have for a job? So I get what the elder said. Take that little money and wait on the Lord. He said, I'll take that little money and wait on the Lord. But I feel him though. And just put all your spirit into doing the work. Because this shit over with. You got to understand, just like he's going to be the last president because they don't need a president after this because everything's about to be AI. Why it matters. The action that was the first reported by Exos marks an acceleration in President Trump's already unprecedented purge of the federal workforce. So, ultimately, skipping down to Isaiah 19 and verse 14, the Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Now, when you go into that word perverse, because he got the press secretary going in there talking about how these cuts are not going to affect, certain programs like Medicaid.
Strong's H 5773. If
Medicaid, Social Security, yada, yada, yada. But as you can see, it says perverse. It says temper of distorting, warped judgment. So they warping the truth. They're lying right in your face. Which is, this shit gonna affect everything because it's cuts to everything. It's gonna affect. It's affect gonna cut. He's talking about cutting shit in the school lunches, Head Start programs, all this shit. This is your cruel Lord. And again, these devils is already good with lies. Verse 15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. These devils is going to continue to lie till they can't lie no more. Ultimately, this AI takeover, they don't need individuals to do a lot of different jobs. The AI can do it. You got robots. Brothers going out with the beloved elder from Chicago basically did that video on the slaughter bots. You know what I mean? Like, so what purpose do they need you for, Jake? It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse 1, and it reads, remember thou thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. And we're in evil days now. Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. The Lord expects you to seek him before all shit. And that's Jake for you, though. Jake always wait to the last minute. But, mercy has a time limit. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, while this understanding is still here, there's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, nor the clouds return after the rain. Verse 3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, which are the economists. And, I've been following the economists for like the last year and a half. I put a particular brother on to, economist. And he wanted to gift me with a beautiful gift, but I, through the spirit, was like, no, I don't need it because of the fact but it was a nice gesture. It was a beautiful gesture, But I'm looking at it like with, yeah, I don't look at everything the way everybody else look at it. You know what I mean? Like when Jake wanted me to come inside his camp, like the head's camp, I looked at it like I was already put into the camp with the other brother. I was up under, a bishop in my camp. And I know everybody would have ran to that, but I didn't. And now you see the bishop in that camp, happy to the motherfucker. But I wasn't trying to be rude or anything. It's just like, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble and the strong men shall bow themselves and the grinders cease. The grinders ceasing represents the jobs. These jobs are, owe it. I hear people, I'm grateful, call on him like y'all about shot. I'm working and I got a temp job. It just so happened, and the funny part is I try to find other jobs throughout all this. Well, through this time, because I'm like, well, the first it was the Edomites working here. There was just a multitude of little things, but now I'm like, more than likely I'm gonna be here till this shit shut down. There's a big Edomite bitch, so all of a sudden she want to start speaking to me. I don't like big bitches though. There's a big bitch too, like just out the blue. I remember when I first started, they all looked at me like this nigga's a super nigga. Now she looking at me, smiling like she about to eat me and shit. She said, the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, meaning those that get up early. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And we know that music is pretty much at an all-time low. Music is the worst it's ever been. That's the spirit, because I was just listening to the elder sit up here talking about he was speaking on Gangstar. I remember Gangstar and Guru and all that. I never knew that was DJ Premier though. But I remember Gangstar. This is the book of Genesis chapter 47, and the point is verse 15. Because ultimately, the money about to break. This is Genesis chapter 47, and verse 15. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence, for the money faileth. And right now, I forgot what bank it was. I was supposed to do a video on it, but you already had a bank failure at the beginning of this year. So this shit about to go down, people. And DJ Trump just pretty much is orchestrating or trying to, guide the destruction of it. That's his job. That's his purpose. He deconstructing America. So while he telling you build back better, and well, he ain't say that, but maybe make America great again. They are trying to make it great again by bringing in this AI. They're not about to make it great again by giving you guys jobs, and the old way of America's dead and over with. Get ready for it. Get ready for your future. Get ready for the NWO until Yahweh Bashim Yahushai sends our big brother, our Lord and Savior, to come destroy it. So if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Seminole Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of your power, whose true name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, or you will be destroyed. With that, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to call Loyim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders and to the apostles that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so, now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and the Akwata to listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but who subscribe to this truth. To you, I say shalom. Till next time, Lord willingly. Shalom, shalom. Kwame Asherallah. Wath Lababah.